Hello, everyone. So let's see what we got going on. Today says here a wealthy businessman secretly filmed himself having intercourse with a woman and now has to pay 500 euros in damages. Now, you see, that's just wrong. The man can't even record some evidence so he don't get falsely accused of some stuff. He probably did it. Well, he said secretly, so he probably did it without her consent. So that's that's problematic. A wealthy businessman. Oh, is that really the picture they took of him? Was this they took this picture of him without his consent, secretly, right? Because there's no way he posed for this. Dude looks like he has some form of autism or something. A wealthy businessman who secretly filmed himself having intercourse with one, Alistair Chase, who works as a director for his parents' property management company, had set up a hidden camera in the lounge of his home in Hertford, Cheshire. The woman reported him to the police after discovering the footage on Chase's mobile phone. How'd she get into his phone? When she met him again following the liaison. Listen, man, this is all very suspicious. She was definitely up to something. Why is she searching through his phone? At Chester Magistrate Court, the 43-year-old pleaded guilty to one charge of voyeurism. Okay. His barrister said he had difficulties establishing healthy relationships with women. Dude might actually have some form of neurological disorders. Um, Chase was ordered to pay 500 euros and sentenced to 12-month community order, not service, order. Something weird going on in Europe, with requirements that he undertake 250 hours of unpaid work. Yo, yo, unpaid. That's crazy. 20 days of rehabilitation with a probation service. All he did was record a chick. He can put his meat inside her, but he can't film it. It was he had a hidden camera in his own home. Right? Laws are weird over there in Europe. It's not like he was distributing it. Uh, he was also handed a 2-year restraining order and told he needed to sign in the sex offenders registry for 5 years. Yo, that is that is insane. Yo, they bulldozed that dude like $500 right now. You're doing all this unpaid work, and no, and then you can't be around her. You can't be around any kids. Like that's crazy. Yo, he got railroaded. Was the judge was the judge a woman that was also recorded at some point in her life? Selfish sense of entitlement. Sentencing him JP Fiona Crane. The judge was a woman. Because of the impact on the victim, the custody threshold threshold has been passed, but you have no previous convictions, and because of your early guilty plea, we are imposing a community order. Yo, they ordered that Chase's mobile phone and 2 laptops be confiscated. Bro, his laptops too. His laptop was guilty. Did he did he have some of that backed up on his laptop? In a victim impact statement, a woman who cannot be named for legal reasons said she had been left struggling to sleep and suffering nightmares about him attending her home and watching her sleep. She went back to the dude for seconds. Get out of here. Him attending her home and watching her sleep? Yo, You had consensual sex with this man, and he had devices set up in his home to record stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Nightmares? No wonder he got railroaded because of all this nonsense. She said she had been left so traumatized by the incident that she was forced to take months off work and was now paying for ongoing counseling and therapy. What, she want to sue him civilly too? Is that she trying to make a case so she can get more money off of him? Because obviously the entrapment didn't work because he has recordings showing that it was consensual. So now she's gonna try another way of getting money off of him because it's not natural to be going through people's phones like that. Anyways, this woman is up to something. I don't believe anything she's saying. He told me he was a shy and private person who was fortunate to have a privileged lifestyle due to his parents. He does not have a mortgage himself and clearly has self sense of entitlement. What are you talking about? He works for his parents, and he obviously has some sort of issue dealing with people. So he stays at home most of the time, and he has a camera set up in his home. What's wrong with that? He was upfront with you about the kind of person he is and the way his lifestyle is. How's that make him selfish and entitled to have a camera in his home? He obviously doesn't get out much, so he didn't know he was going to see you again or something. He has the camera set up already, so he was just going to watch the video, and then you came over. Like, homie's trying to live life. He's not an evil person. How do you become selfish and entitled from that? The worst experience of my this chick is really just this has been incredibly traumatic and has been the worst experience of my life. It was traumatic to be watching those intimate private moments. You were there in real life. She added, I feel ashamed for allowing this manipulate. What was the manipulation? What are you talking about? The man told you all about his life. He told you a sad ass story about his life where that should have told you that that is not you should have first of all you shouldn't be attracted to whatever the hell you just told. He lives with his parents, he worked for them, he's weird, he can't really go out and talk to people. None of that should be attractive to you in the first place, but you still went because he had money. This has been the most difficult and harrowing experience. You are manipulating right now with that whole statement. You are being manipulative. She said police had told her the hidden camera was still in situ, which at the time of his arrest. Yeah, I mean it's his property. It, what's outlining the case? Lucy McGowan, prosecutor, said the complainant contacted police to report that the defendant had filmed her without her consent. The two videos were of them engaging in oral. Okay. At his home, and the complainant handed the mobile phone to the police. Bro, she went to his home to meet up again. He has recording devices set up in his home. She went through his phone. What reason did she give for going through his phone? Recording intimate moments for himself. In a police interview, Chase provided a prepared statement saying, I filmed myself and victim engaging in activity without her consent. They were kept solely for my own enjoyment. I regret doing this and I apologize for doing so. He recorded it because he records shit in his home. She came over, but he kept it for his own enjoyment. Uh, I don't see why that makes him evil. It's a common thing that people do every day. In mitigation, his lawyer, Martha Whitehead, said he's someone who has a difficulty during his 20s and 30s to establish healthy relationship with others. That has nothing to do with this. He said this was a way of recording intimate moments for himself, and there is no suggestion of any distribution. Yeah, he probably doesn't get a lot of ladies, and he's at home most of the time. So he finally get this encounter. He's gonna record it and relive that moment for a long time. She said, "We accept that the impact on the complainant is significant, but you must also look at the detail of the background." Bruh, the laws are weird in Europe, man. Got people telling a bunch of ridiculous sob stories for like common behavior. Man can record activity in his own home. I guess, right? Well, anyways, they did that. Until next time.